Okay, dus the first thing we do is start up the robot. Now the robot is in the stop. We push on the standby button. And here we have the message communication fault. And we are waiting until we have this message: Azure robot system at your service. The following thing that we must do is to synchronize the robot. Synchronize the robot. Therefore, we are pushing on this button. And he is saying not allowed. Not allowed. We must reset this command. No. He is saying that we must push on the start button, the one. And now on the message you have that the robot is not synchronized. Therefore, you push on the button synchronizing, and now you will see that the robot is synchronizing all his axes. Now you are waiting until you see on the screen of the teach panel that the robot is ready. Now he is ready. That will say that the robot, all his axes are synchronized. That's the first phase of the startup of the robot. Finish. What I have explained about the standby procedure you can also find on these pages who are near the electrical cabinet of the robot. The following phase we must do is to say to the computer of the robot how many layers we have on each stack, on each block stack. The first stack is the stack of position 10. This one near me is the stack of position 20. On stack 10 we have 10 layers. And on stack 20 we have 19 layers. Now we are giving the quantity of layers of each stack in the computer of the robot. Therefore, we are going to the manual mode of the robot by pushing the hand button. And you see on the screen the in-out possibility. And you choose the in-out possibility. And thereafter you see input, output, register. And you choose register. And the quantity of the layers for stack 10 is given in register number 10. You put here 10. Enter. And we have said that we must change the quantity because it is on 21. And we have said that we have 10 layers. Change value 10. So you see that we have defined 10 layers on the first stack 10. The second stack on position 20, there you see that you have 19 layers, and I go to register 20. And here you see that the actual value is 21, but we have only 19 layers. And we change by pushing change, and the value is 19. Enter. So we have defined the quantity of layers of each stack. Finish. Now we must start up the robot. Therefore we have again two phases. We have a start procedure here on the electrical cabinet, and we have a start procedure on the buttons near the bottom, near the robot, excuse me. We will first start up the first phase here on the electrical cabinet. Therefore, you push again on the manual mode button on the teach panel. Thereafter, you push on the start button 1. This button has the same function as the button on the electrical cabinet. Thus, I push here. And here you see here that you are able to start the program up by pushing this possibility. Now the robot, you see, is starting and is going to his home position. So you see the robot is in his home position, and in the same time I can explain also how is it possible to see where you are, where the robot is now in which program. You can see here on the description the different programs. You have about 10 different programs, and on this description you see the different functions of each program. And the question now is, when you see the robot in this stage, in which program he is now. I will explain that now. You see on the screen of the teach panel the instruction number, but in this stage you are not able to say in which program you are, and that I will explain now how you can see that. Therefore, you push on the 0 button. Thereafter, you push on the manual mode button. And thereafter on the FG button. Then you have the possibility to go to different screens by push the scan button. When you have pushed once the scan button, you see program, and you push on the program button, and here you see in which program you are, and you are on program 0. And when you read the instructions, you see that program 0 is the program where he is waiting for a signal of the line. The line is saying you must give me blocks, and then the robot is going to one of the 2 stacks. Yes, as we have seen there, we have started the robot on the electrical cabinet of the robot itself. Now we must also bring the stacks to the installation to the pallet line. And how is the robot knowing that the stack is arrived? When we are starting the conveyors, the stack is coming against this plate, and behind this plate we have an electrical contact who is saying to the electrical cabinet of the robot that the robot can start to take his first layer on the block table. Here we are near the robot, and near the robot we have different push buttons. And the first thing we must see when we are working with the with the robot, that we have on the 2 selectors that we have put the installation on the robot, because now, as you can see, the installation is on the block saw. The first thing is I put the selector on robot, and this part is for the stack on position 10, and this part is for the stack on position 20. Now we must reset the positioning of the stack. Therefore, the installation of the stack position 10 must be on manual and position 20 must be on manual. And we are pushing on the 2 buttons, the green and the yellow one, where you can see stack block conveyor forward and stack block conveyor backward. And we are pushing at the same time on the two buttons during 5 seconds. Okay, the conveyor on stack on position 10 is reset, and we will do the same for the conveyor on position 20. We are pushing during 5 seconds on the two buttons. So that is done. Thereafter we go on the automatic mode for each stack on position 10 and on position 20. Before we are starting, we must also have a look to the general alarms, and here you can see that we have an emergency. We must first reset the emergency, and the emergency is set by one of these two buttons. You turn them out and you do a reset emergency, and so you see that the emergency is switched off. The other lamp you see blinking is that the installation is waiting for blocks. Now we are pushing on the two buttons, and you see the chains are first going backward, and now the stacks are going to the installation. Now we will see that the stacks are coming against the plate, and so the robot will start. And the plate is coming down. The second stack is also coming against the plate there. Now we have a problem that one block was on the layer, and the robot is giving, you can see that here on the screen of your teach panel, a servo error. The operator is now obliged to solve this problem. How he must solve the problem you can see on the description near who is near the robot electrical cabinet. And I will show you that also. The first thing you must do, you see the robot is in the 0 position and he is giving also a problem, is to start the robot again by pushing the 1 button. And you see that we have solved in the first stage the problem. Then we are going again to the teach panel. We are going to the manual mode by pushing the hand button. Thereafter, we push on the edit button, the FG button. And you see on the screen of the teach panel the possibility step. And the step means a step in the program. Now we are in the instruction number 150. And there the robot has crashed on one of the blocks. I push on step. And I go backwards in the program. As you know, the problem has happened on the stack number 20, and you can see that you must go back on instruction number 30. We are going back to the we go back to instruction number 30 by pushing different times on the backward button until we have 30. So you see 30. We must start the robot only in this step. Therefore, you push on the 1 button and pay attention. You push on the instruction start. That means that he will execute one step and not the whole program. I push on instruction step and you see the robot is moving directly. And the robot is in the upper position just above the stack. And now we are able to take out the block. So the block is taken away from the stack. And to start the robots in a normal way again, therefore we push on the 1 button. And you see you have again instruction step, program step, but because we have taken away the problem, we can start again the program by pushing program stop, and with this button he is continuing in normal operation. Therefore you push here. So as you have seen, we have a problem. There was a block on the table on position 10. You can also see the layout of the whole installation. Thus the block was on table 1, and I have also put here what you must do to bring the robot clamp up device above the table, so you can take away the block. Therefore you see here on the screen of the teach panel that we have again a servo error 2. What you must do is first taken away the problem who is given by the lamp and the question mark by pushing the 1 button. Now you can work again with the teach panel. It is not possible to work with the teach panel when you have the problem on the who is indicated by the lamp. Therefore, you go on manual mode by pushing the manual button. You push on the edit button, FG, and you choose the step possibility. And you go backward in the program. And because you are on table 1, you can also see it in the instructions. Because you are on table 1, you must go until instruction number 10. 30, 20, 10. You must execute this step number. Therefore, you push on the start button, 1 on the teach panel, and you execute one step. Therefore, push on instruction step. Now we have taken away the block on the table, and now we start the robots again in the normal automatic mode. Therefore, because Tom has gone through the light beam, we have again emergency stop. At first we take that away by pushing the 1 button. Thereafter you push on the 1 button, and here you see that you have the possibility to start up the robot in his program by pushing the program start. When I push this button, you will see that the robot is continuing in his normal automatic mode. I pushed